Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Good enough. I didn't play all that noise. I apologize. I was just trying to get my computer set up. Bum, 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 bum. I think I have everything ready. We'll see. We'll see. It's always a crapshoot. We'll find out. Well, oh, I did not account for the bottle noise. I switched sides, in case you didn't notice. It's gotta be what it's gotta be. Alright, we're good. We're in good shape. I'm ready to go. If you're ready to go, I'm ready to go. We'll find out here in about 14 minutes. We'll wait for everybody to get on. Until then, we'll chit-chat. Or I'll go through my routine commercials. One or the other. It's probably more likely that. But I don't know. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery, where I make mead every single week. I come out with a brand new batch of mead every single Saturday. I don't miss Saturdays. I don't replicate recipes. Every single one is brand new. In addition to that, every Wednesday I go live right now to show you a different step of the mead making process live. So here we are. And I'm very excited about it. These live batches are always chosen by a TikTok subscriber. Tonight is going out to, somebody's not here yet, so I'm not going to spoil it. Hopefully they'll get here. If not, I'll tag them in the process, and they will get a bottle of this when it's all done. So I can't wait. It should be a lot of fun. Very, very cool flavor suggested tonight. We're going to run with it, and see how it goes. A very common ingredient that I've never used before, surprisingly. So we're going to try it. Should be a lot of fun. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. Independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence is from Africa, southern African region, over 20,000 years ago. There's not a lot of things that have been around that long. 20,000 years ago. There's also evidence in ancient China about 10,000 years ago, ancient Central America, and of course Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, did it better than everybody else. It's undeniable. But what that means is regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead, and that's something we have in common. Hello, and welcome to the Old God's Meadery. 9 o'clock sharp, so in about 12 minutes from now, we're going to be starting a brand new batch of mead. And it should be a lot of fun. Dennis, hello. If you don't follow Dennis already, shame on you. Phenomenal mead maker. Someone I learn from constantly. Give him a follow. He's an amazing guy on top of it. So, hello. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Hopefully we'll get the whole crew in here. I still have a 0 ticker up here. So according to TikTok, nobody's watching now. I have 5 people on the YouTube side. Thank you very much. You're being very quiet, but that's good. I can't read simultaneously. Like I said, in about 10 minutes here, just over, we're going to be starting a brand new batch of mead with an ingredient that is very common in mead making and brewing in general that I've never used before. So I'm very excited about this. And hopefully this one goes out to Iron Will. I'll go ahead and say Iron Will 9999 suggested this, a new TikTok subscriber, and it's his mead. So hopefully he'll jump in. And you found on your For You page, that's my favorite place to be. I hope I'm on lots of people's and they all come in tonight. It should be a lot of fun. If you don't know what mead is, like I said, it's made in a very similar fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. But there's every combination in between. You see several in front of you. These are some previous batches over the last several weeks before I've boxed them. Batch 100. Gosh, I don't even know. 135 comes out this Saturday. That's how many batches there have been. Every single recipe is absolutely free. I don't charge you for anything. I love to share my passion and what I do and show the simplicity of mead making. So if you're interested in making your own alcohol at home, I might be a guy to watch. I'd suggest you watch lots of people and learn how to do it in a median between those. But I go the most simplistic route I can in mead making. Everything you see, I will put in my primary. I don't put anything in the secondary, and I'll explain all that in great detail once we get started. I don't cold crash. I don't add chemicals. I don't use any rapid agents. I use nothing except for thyme. So if you're interested in making this, I can show you exactly how to do it. All my recipes are free. They're actually posted in the description of my meads every single Saturday. So you can replicate everything that I do at home to the T. With a little bit of love. Sometimes I measure things with love. Tonight's going to be one of those nights. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Tonight, for Iron Will 9999, we are making some strawberry hibiscus vanilla mead. So I'm putting my twist on that. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. And we'll get started here shortly. About 9 o'clock, I'm going to rearrange the camera so it's more front forward for you guys. And we will get started. I will try to shorten what I do in a 10-minute time frame. It's that easy. I can do it in 10 minutes. That way I can chunk out this portion of the video and repost it for those that couldn't make it tonight. If you're on the TikTok side. If you're on the YouTube side, you're going to get it anyway because YouTube auto-posts all of my videos. Hi! How are you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing absolutely great. Oh, I have, YouTube was an afterthought. I'm just starting out getting YouTube moving, so please don't feel bad. TikTok has been amazing, and I've made some amazing people through it. So, you can watch me on both, though, if you really want to. Barely made it. Hello, Saber. Good to see you. I feel like you guys are a little further away than usual. Or, I can't see that well tonight. One of the two. But don't ever feel bad for me. I have a great time sharing what I like to do. And, yeah. That means right now, of course, but it also means anytime I get a like on any of my videos, even they're really old. So if you don't know, when I first started this channel, what year is it? 22. In 2022, I was doing meads inspired by different countries and cultures from around the world. Every week I would do a different country and I would get an alcoholic beverage and a food from that country. I'd order the stuff. It was incredibly tedious to organize, but I was doing it and I was having a lot of fun doing it. I think it was, I want to say Belgium. Don't quote me. I had a band from Belgium that I found a really cool song and I was sharing the music. I like to get, in the passion of that culture. So I'd taste the food, I would have an alcoholic beverage there, I'd listen to the music that was popular at the time. So I think it was Belgium. I posted a song from Belgium. I was like, hey, this is really cool. You guys should listen to it. This is part of what inspired me to make this week's mead. That was 2 years ago. Somebody, last week, commented on it to update me about that band. I guess something happened with that band. They're making a bigger comeback now. And I was so excited. It made my entire day. A post that's been up for that long, somebody saw it and was like, hey, I should update this guy because he likes their music. And I felt incredibly honored. That is my life. I like it. So welcome to the Old God's Meter. In just over 5 minutes, we're going to get started. Like I said, I will rearrange the camera and hello, Richard Terry. We'll have a great time. Like I said, the actual mead making process will take just under 10 minutes. And then I will rearrange the camera back to where we are. Probably. Maybe I'll leave it where it is. But we'll chit-chat again. I'll have a little bit of a glass of whiskey with you after the mead's done. And then I'm going to bed. Because I got to get up early for work tomorrow. But it'll be a lot of fun. And I want to know exactly what you think in real time. So I'm going to jump at the opportunity to get your direct feedback. Because how else do you get better? How else do you get better, right? Welcome to the Old God's Meter. If you're just jumping in, we're going to make some mead live here in a few minutes. And it's going to be awesome. It is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. It's far older than beer and wine. Independently discovered, if you're just jumping in, all over the world. Lots of different cultures have independently discovered it. And made it their own. Come up with their own versions of it. I have done my best to replicate so many of them, And like I said, every single week I come out with a brand new batch. I don't replicate recipes. I have never, ever made the same recipe twice. Every single one is brand new and an experiment for me, just as it is for you. Batch 135 comes out this Saturday, and I am more excited about this batch than I've been about any batch for a very long time. I have a pop culture post up on TikTok so people can suggest things that have influenced their lives, whether it's books or TV shows, movies, video games, it doesn't matter what it is. And yeah, somebody that's on the TikTok side in the comments right now, it's Dennis, suggested something really amazing, the Thundercats, one of the most amazing cartoons of all time. If you don't know what the Thundercats is, we got to talk about our friendship. But I made a Thundercats mead, and I'm going to show you how I did it on Saturday. It is some of the stuff I cheat on, right? I made a mead inspired by Massachusetts last week, so I did Boston tea. That was a little cop-out, right? You could have predicted that one. Nobody can predict what I did for the Thundercats mead, and I am so over-the-top excited and incredibly grateful of the amazing suggestion. So I'm going to show you how I made it. I'm very excited. I'm going to give away hints, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to stop talking about it. But Dennis will be setting his alarm Saturday morning to get up early so he can watch it, and I hope he's proud of it, because I'm going to ship him a bottle of it. I'm glad you're excited. It's gotta be a lot of fun. It's gotta be a lot of fun. I put a lot of thought into it, a lot of creativity. I'm very excited about it. It just means we're old. So I'm actually traveling early Saturday morning. You guys won't tell. I pre-recorded lots of stuff for this weekend, but I will be on an airplane really early. So if you don't see it like stupid early, it's going to be somewhere mid-morning. So don't get up early. Don't get up early. It will likely be, I don't know. I'm hoping around like probably 5 a.m. I just want to get it posted. I'm so excited about it. That way I don't have to worry about it if I don't have like cell phone coverage or wherever. Or if I'm on an airplane. I am going to Tennessee. I'm going to Nashville for like 2 days, and then I'm driving to Knoxville, and then I'm coming home. It's going to be a really packed, lots of travel heavy weekend, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Is Iron Will here? Is Iron Will here? I see you tagged him. Hopefully he's here. You're here. Iron Will, this is yours. Tonight is your mead, and we're going to get started here, gosh, in 2 minutes. And I'll explain it all, and I will continue to tag you through the process. So in a few weeks, we're going to be racking this mead. I'll tag you in those videos as well. And in a few months, I'm going to be bottling this mead. I'm going to tag you in those final videos, or the final live, I mean, and then I'm going to ship you a bottle of it as long as you are okay giving me your address. But we're going to wait till we get further down the line. Hopefully it's a good one, but this mead is yours. Thank you for your amazing support. But you got a bottle of mead coming your way. It's going to be awesome too. Tonight we're making some strawberry hibiscus vanilla mead. I'm going to put my little spin on it. You're going to see it here shortly. It'll be a lot of fun. I've got 1 minute, so this is your last chance to say anything silly to me. I'm going to put the camera back where you can see everything, and I won't be able to see your comments from there because my eyes aren't getting younger. But you guys can feel free to talk to yourselves. You can make fun of me. Whatever keeps the chat going is what helps the algorithm, so please do it. Yeah, and then I'll rearrange the camera back to where we are now, or pull it a little bit closer from where we end up, so we can have one more glass of whiskey after it, and you can tell me what you thought. It should be a lot of fun. Am I blabbing, Dennis? Am I boring you? I feel like that's the opposite of, what's his name? From, like, The Godfather. Like, I'm a clown. You think I'm funny? Except I'm the opposite. I'm boring people. Don't laugh at Dennis. Don't support him. Actually, on the contrary, give Dennis a follow. He's an amazing mead maker, and the guy takes more risks. Like he's making some really cool bold stuff that I didn't have the courage to do, especially earlier on in my mead making journey. So give Dennis a follow at the DMC Meadery. He's doing a kick-ass job, and I enjoy his stuff. Hello, Rogue. I'm glad to see you. All right, guys, we're going to get started. Make sure if you see anybody new jump in, tell them to follow. Tell them to follow. We have a lot of fun here. I'm going to get started. Again, I'm going to rearrange camera. I won't be reading your comments. I'm going to be talking to you like it's the future you watching the replay. Just keep that in mind. So I'm going to explain what we're doing tonight and explain how we got here so far. I'm going to explain the process as I'm going. And then I'm going to say goodbye. Don't go anywhere. That just means I'm saying goodbye to the future you watching the replay. I'm actually coming around to move the camera back so we can chit-chat. Deal? Deal. All right. Skull, thank you so much for letting me be here tonight. I'm incredibly excited. It should be a lot of fun. What's up, Dan? All right. That's the last what's up until afterwards. Let's argue about if this camera is straight or not as we get started here. I mean, I feel like that's not quite good. Oh, thank you. Hold on, let me get behind. Let's do this. I always go the wrong way because stuff is mirrored. I feel like that's pretty close. Pretty close. Are we good? Are we good? He said no. No. You guys, I swear. I swear. Stop. I'm done. Good? Looks good. All right. Rogue said it looks good, and I don't. Usually I believe Rogue, but now I see that it's kind of crooked. Is that good? Crooked. All right, we're going with it. Just screw it. We're fine. We're fine. One more skull out to you guys. Oh, it's really crooked on the YouTube side. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. We're running with it. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Tonight, we're starting a batch of mead live. This one goes out to Iron Will 9999 on the TikTok side. Thank you so much for your support. Subscribe to my TikTok. Suggest an amazing mead. And I don't take things for free. So I'm giving one back to you. We're going to make his suggestion of strawberry hibiscus vanilla mead. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to explain the process as we go. And I'm going to explain to you in great detail what mead is as we get going. I'm going to try to shove this into a short period of time to really express the simplicity of mead making. So bear with me. There are two things that I did before you guys jumped in, though, that are incredibly important if you're going to make mead at home. The first thing and the most important, everything that you see that will touch my mead in any fashion of the process has been sanitized. That's really important. There's lots of stuff that likes to grow in the same environment as yeast. Most of it is really gross and bad. We don't want any of it growing, so everything is super cleaned. I also measured out exactly 3 pounds of honey. That process just takes a few minutes, so I like to do it before. 3 pounds of honey in my pot here. I'm going to go ahead and plug this tabletop burner in, and we're going to get started. The first thing I want to do is, like I said, there's 3 pounds of honey in here. I'm going to add in about a half gallon of water, a little bit less. My goal here is we're going to heat this honey up to dissolve it into the water that I'm adding now. That will help the mead get a great kickstart, and we won't have to worry about anything mixing long term. Once the honey is dissolved, it will stay dissolved in there, and we'll be in good shape. It is incredibly important, though, not to heat it too much. Every yeast has a different temperature tolerance, and if it gets outside of that, it could kill it. And it could also definitely affect the way that it reproduces and therefore eats the sugar. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to get that started. While that's starting to heat up though, I got 3 pounds of frozen strawberries. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know I love frozen fruits. A couple things happen when you freeze a fruit and defrost it, especially on the berry side. The outer membranes actually start breaking down and you get more of like a syrupy style mushy fruit. It's great on strawberry shortcakes, also great in your mead. So this is 3 pounds of frozen strawberries that I left out of the freezer since last night. So now they're nice and close to room temperature and nice and gooey. This is 1 pound of hibiscus. This is a very common brewing ingredient that I have never used before. So this one we're going to measure with our hearts. If you've made anything with this before, I'm sure you're probably rapidly commenting on how much I should use, but I can't see your comments. So 1 pound, if I can even get the thing open here. Hopefully I won't have to use my... Oh, yeah, we got it. I was going to say my teeth on camera, but it's too late. I got it. If this is 1 pound, I'm going to try to add in about a quarter of it. We're going to measure this one with our hearts. These are dried hibiscus flowers. That kind of look like a fourth, right? Maybe it's closer to a third. I don't know. And just for fun, I've used lots of vanilla extracts. I've used lots of vanilla beans. This is a vanilla flavoring. I'm going to save this for the bottling phase of this mead, but I don't know. It'll be fine. I don't know if anybody has tried that before. I just saw it at the grocery store and I was like, I've never tried that before, so we're going to do it. So I'm going to save that for the bottling process. While we're still waiting for this heat up though, I'm going to go ahead and add the other half gallon to our bucket here and on top of our strawberries and hibiscus. I can tell you that this is going to be a beautiful red. There's no doubt about it. I've made a couple different strawberries and they can come out pretty light. But the way that these flowers are dehydrated and already red, I know it's going to be beautiful. It might be the most beautiful mead of all time. At least the most beautiful I've made. This does not take much to dissolve. As you see, we're getting very close there. It is closer to our honey water now than it is to separate ingredients. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world. Independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence actually just was discovered this year in an article that came out written by some archaeologists on May 1st of this year. Found some evidence in the southern African region over 20,000 years old. How many things are 20,000 years old? Not many. Mead is up there. The oldest evidence before that was from China about 10,000 years ago, but there's also evidence in ancient Central America and of course Northern Europe where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, and then did it better than everybody else. But what that means is, regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead, and that's something that you and I have in common. It might be your favorite attribute that we have in common. All right, we're good here, guys. The honey is pretty much completely dissolved in here. I'm going to go and unplug this guy so you don't have to listen to the fan, and we're going to combine the two. I'm going to hide the rest of this stuff out of your way and recenter here. Like I said, we're going to save this vanilla for the bottling process. We're almost done. We've already made it. So these are yeast packets. These are wine yeast packets. This is the most common thing we use for mead making. This one in particular is D47. It's a semi-sweet yeast, so it should produce a semi-sweet mead. It's right in the middle. The alcohol tolerance is very, there's a range. I want to say it's like 11 to 13% or 15%. These come in 5-gram packets. I'm going to use about half of that. Again, measuring with my heart. If you put more than that, like you could dump the whole packet in here. It's not going to hurt anything. And then a half teaspoon of yeast nutrient. That's just a little substance there that helps the yeast get started. Now we're going to seal her up. This is a fermenting lid to our 2-gallon fermenting bucket. And we're going to hammer it down. Make sure it's nice and sealed, and then I'm going to put my clean thumb over that hole, and we're going to give it a good few shakes. You'll know now if you got a good seal because the mead will be leaking out all over you. It happens to me all the time. Boop. Make sure we wipe that off a little bit. And now I'm going to use my 3-piece airlock. I love these guys. They're really easy to use. There's a little straw in there that I'm going to cover with this cap. Over time, that yeast is going to produce 2 things. One of them, carbon dioxide, which is going to leak out that tube around my cap and then out the top into the atmosphere. The second thing it makes is alcohol, which we're going to retain in the bucket. I'm going to add a little bit of water in here. And we're going to put that cap on. And we're done. You just made some mead if you're following along that quickly. Or if you're watching the video and putting it on pause where you get stuck. Iron Will's 9999's batch of mead. Strawberry hibiscus, vanilla mead is on its way. Should be a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what color this turns out during the racking process and then again in the bottling. So in a few weeks, I will make sure that to tag you. We are going to rack this mead live here on another Wednesday. And then in a few months, it should be ready to go. You can do this yourself. It's so incredibly easy. Make your own mead at home. Thank you so much for letting me be here. I can't wait to see you next Wednesday. We're going to be racking the last batch of mead next Wednesday. And it should be a lot of fun. Also, I come out with a brand new batch of mead every single Saturday. Every single Saturday. I've never missed a Saturday, and I've never replicated a recipe. Batch 135 comes out this Saturday. It is inspired by the most amazing cartoon of all time, the Thundercats. I can't wait to show you. And yeah, the recipe will be free in the description like all of my recipes are, so you can replicate it yourself. Thank you again so much for letting me be here. I will see you next Wednesday. Don't forget to come back this Saturday and watch all my mead videos. And I love you. You're still here, right? We did it! We did it. I'll leave this thing front and center. Maybe we'll just move a bottle in front. So, you know, everybody can just be like, hey, if they just scroll through here and they're like brand new, they can like, hey, that guy makes mead. There we go. Close enough. What'd you think? We did it. Cherry chocolate. Oh my God. You can't get better than cherry chocolate. Hey, Scott's here. Scott is another one of my favorite mead makers of all time. Give Scott a follow if you don't already. He is one of the busiest people I know, but when he starts going live consistently again, you're not going to want to miss it. You don't watch one of Scott's live without learning something. Hello, hello, hello. Not the whole bag. You're lucky I didn't actually measure with my heart because my heart said the whole bag. It said the whole bag. It's probably a little bit less than a third, maybe closer to a quarter, like I was aiming for. To be honest with you, I got to start planning these a little bit better because I put the post up for subscribers on Saturday night, and I don't think anybody even really saw it until Sunday. Definitely a lot of amazing contribution, a lot of people suggesting cool stuff. I don't have a lot of time to gather those ingredients between like Monday and today. So the bag of hibiscus I got was because Amazon could deliver it same day or 24 hours because I ordered this Monday night. So we got to plan them a little bit better. But either way, it's going to be amazing. Live on Mondays, you let me know. I'll be there. I will be there. Oh, good. So, yeah, I mean, don't make your own of this one because I'm going to ship you a bottle of it unless you want to compete. And then I surrender. But I'm still going to ship you a bottle of it. I mean, you have to do some lives from the coffee shop. You have to. You have to. You got all of us to promote it for you. We'll all share it and repost it. You've got nothing to lose. Have some fun, and yeah, we're free advertisement. Free advertisement. I'm speaking on behalf of everybody else, but I'm pretty confident that we can get some other people to share stuff. We never really talked about the nettle. I still have it, so like I'm ready. I'm not ready, but I can plan it. I can plan it. We can get it figured out. We can do a set or one of these Wednesday batches and just run with it. I'll make sure I check the video out. I know we talk sometimes, but I don't. I was complaining to Dennis last week about this. I don't get notifications like at all. And I know a lot of people complain about like they don't get them, but like I don't get them at all. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I've never used hibiscus at all. As strange as that is. I thought that said Snapple. What an amazing idea, Snapple. A Snapple used to be huge, right? It's so funny you mentioned that. Just yesterday, I was in the grocery store. My kids are at the karate studio, and there's a grocery store on the same like area. So I walked over there just to get a drink. So I was looking through all the coolers, and there was like 2 different versions of Snapple. And I was like, wow, I remember like a really long time ago, there used to be like 30 different flavors of Snapple. Do they still have like the little like thing and like the riddle or whatever it is? The like life hack on the caps? Because if they do, I might start buying Snapple again. 1 gallon tea, 3 pounds honey. Yeah, I mean, what else do you need? Get back to class, Scott. It was so great seeing you. I'll talk to you soon. Get those A's. Get those A's. The Snapple facts. All right. All right. Maybe they've sold me again. I don't know. Only the little bottles. I don't think I've ever seen a big bottle of Snapple. Now that we're talking about it. I did notice that it like changed. I don't even think it was glass. I think they were plastic. A beauty berry? Is that? Am I reading that right? Beauty berry? They make half gallons? What's up, Lucifer? Man. Funny story. And I probably should have said this to Lucifer before. One of the first guys that actually just like, you know, I enjoy your stuff when I joined here on TikTok. So of course, I try to like everything I ever see from him in return, but I'll never forget. I'll never forget. Thanks for jumping in. I appreciate seeing you. I feel like I'm out of the loop with beauty berries. And now I feel stupid. Little small, like elderberries. Okay. Alright. Common in the South. Okay, maybe that's why. Yeah. Alright. Now I'm intrigued. I love learning new stuff. Alright, good. Rogue hasn't learned. Okay. Alright. I'm not alone. I'm intrigued now. And Dan. Alright. I'm intrigued. You have my attention. I keep promising to get better at Discord. I have it on my list. I swear. I gotta get like Dennis to text me to remind me. That's what I need. The couple times that like people have tagged me in something over there, somebody's text me and go, "Hey, just FYI, somebody tagged you." So the new shirt was a gift for my birthday. But don't worry, don't worry. My amazing and creative shirt maker is working on our version of it. A Mead for Maryland. So I have two answers for that. One, yes, one of my live batches that'll be rotating very soon is an Old Bay Mead. So stay tuned. I'm planning that out. I have something great in my head, but I got to get it figured out. And then, yes, I have a Maryland Mead that's also in the works. If you don't know, all of my meads on Saturdays run in one of four categories. One of them, though, is the 13 colonies, so I'm running through the original 13 states. Maryland is up and coming. If you give me 1 second, let me start my computer back up. I'll give you a better date of where to look for that. It is already in the works, though. Maryland is mid-October. October 13th-ish, that week, you'll see the Maryland Mead. My phone is right there, Dan. I can't look at my phone because I'm talking to you on it. It's a laptop. It's a laptop. I haven't owned like an actual like personal computer, like a PC unit. I don't think ever. I don't think I've ever owned one. And I never, ever, ever, ever give away the upcoming batches. Ever. I'll give hints all day long, but I never, ever give away the batches. I can tell you that the next few meads are going to be a lot of fun. The Thundercats mead for Dennis comes out this Saturday. It's going to be so amazing. I'm so excited about it. I get excited a lot. As you guys know, I am so incredibly excited about the Thundercats mead this Saturday. I say a lot of things like, I hope that person is going to be happy, or that person's going to be proud, or that person's going to be honored by it. I am so unbelievably confident that Dennis is going to love this mead. I'm putting my stamp of guarantee on it. Guarantee it. It's going to be one of the most amazing things ever. If you're a Thundercats fan, if not, you're going to be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But if you're a Thundercats fan, I went above and beyond on this one. Above and beyond. And I'm so excited. The week after that, though, it's another holiday mead. It's another holiday mead. And, yeah, you're like, what holidays towards the end of September? I don't know. You'll find out. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then, back to the Norse series. I'm going to be making a Norse God mead after that one. Yeah. And then Maryland will be the week after that. So, about a month away. How much cat hair? I almost shot whiskey out my nose. It's always Rogue. Rogue always makes me want to shoot whiskey out my nose. Yeah. Oh, Panthera. There's no cat hair. No cat hair. What apple would we have a serious question, guys? Stop it. What apple would you suggest for apple cinnamon mead? I wouldn't. So apples don't translate well. Their flavors, they're just not porous enough on the inside, like most other fruits are. Use apple juice instead. If you go to the grocery store, there's a huge aisle of juices. Find an apple juice that is just pure juice. A little bit of citric acid can be added in just for like preserving. But that's it. No other ingredients. Definitely no high fructose corn syrup. Make sure it's pure apple juice. Just use a gallon of that instead of water. Throw in some cinnamon. some yeast, honey, and you will have an amazing, amazing apple pie-ish mead. It's going to be awesome. Or you can use cider. Yeah, I have a cider going right now too. But yeah, apple juice or apple cider is where you want to go. Don't use regular apples. You'll get no apple flavor from it. The part of that is, and I can't remember what the exact number was, but like if you look at a bottle of apple juice, it contains like 40 apples or something worth of juice, and you just can't volume-wise do that for a mead. So. I think every Viking would love my Thundercats mead. You're always missed. Every time that we're not here together, you're missed. Champion. I wouldn't say smarter than anybody, but thank you. Go-to spices. You're talking about go-to, this is a YouTube question. Go-to spices for meads? I'll show you some of my magic spice drawer I have here. I can tell you one of my favorites, and one of the most commons is cinnamon. Always have cinnamon sticks on hand. Always. I actually have a few different variations of them. An ingredient that, where is it? Here it is. Ingredient that, oh no, I don't have any. Yes, I do. Nope, I don't. I thought I had some, but I don't. Yes, I do. Ingredient that most people don't consider, cloves. Cloves is another great one, especially for the fall. If you're going to make like some kind of apple variation of mead, cloves will give you that extra kick. Always. Another unrated one, nutmeg. You always have to have nutmeg. I put a lot of stuff in nutmeg. Those are just a few. I have lots of spices. Hot dog water mead. Will it stop? Don't challenge me, please. You got the nuts. Pumpkin spice mead. I've made a couple of variations of it. You can't go wrong. The pizza mead is in Scott's hands. We should have harassed him when he was here. Tell Scott that you want a review video of the pizza mead. He's got it. He physically has it in his possession. In fact, if all of you want to just really gang up on him, send him a direct message so he gets like 15 direct messages. We want a pizza mead review. He can't ignore all of us forever. He just can't. All right, guys, we got to start wrapping it up. I got to get to bed. I hate doing it. I'd be here all night if I had a choice, or if I didn't have to work tomorrow. Should be an awesome rest of the week, though. Tomorrow I've just got some kind of like just catch your attention posts. Friday I'm going to be putting up some teasers of the Thundercats mead. Some cool things I learned about the Thundercats that kind of help inspire the flavoring. And Saturday, fantastic. I just got to get the actual right ingredients for the bottling phase. Got me distracted. 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh, yeah, we got to go to bed. Not together. Simultaneously, go to bed. Got me distracted again. Yeah, it should be an amazing weekend. Like I said, I'll be traveling Saturday. My intentions are to get the Mead, the Thundercats Mead video up like really early, 5 a.m. ish, before I head off. So hopefully it'll be up. If you don't see it by then, though, like, don't panic. I'll get it as soon as I land, so it'll be mid-morning if that's the case. But it will be up. I'm really excited about it, I promise. I'll figure out a way to get it up if I'm not in Wi-Fi or whatever. And yeah, a lot of great meads in the pipeline, but I can't even look forward. I can't look past the Thundercats one. I'm so excited about it. Thank you so much for letting me be here. I will attempt to download this portion of the video, or the actual making of the Mead video, to repost it tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. I have been having some success with it lately. So again, thank you. Most of all, thank you, IronWill9999 on the TikTok side, for your amazing support. I hope this mead comes out amazing, and I hope you enjoy it when you get it. If you want your own batch of mead, there's 2 ways to do it. Both of them are on TikTok. I'm sorry, YouTube, but that's where the community is. Thank you. You can make an amazing suggestion in the pop culture pin post I have. Anything that's inspired you, books, TV shows, movies, video games, whatever. I can, if you make an amazing suggestion and I get inspired by it, I will make a mead off of it. However, the next one I have, it will be next year, February-ish. So you'll have to be patient if that's the route you go. Or you can subscribe to my actual TikTok lives. It's a couple bucks a month, but it helps take a dent out in what I do. And you get subscriber-only posts where you can suggest what meads you want to see on these Wednesday lives. All these Wednesday live batches are chosen by amazing supporters like you. So this one goes out to IronWill. Again, thank you. I'll see you guys all real soon. I can't wait to show you what I have next. Thank you so much. Skull! I love you guys.